Hey, what's up, guys? This is Delta. Oh, no, wait. Lethal Ghost. Ah! I'm Lethal Ghost now. Delta is a long lost name throughout the channel. Throughout the channel. So we skipped Cookie Run Kingdom because that's not finished yet. So we're just gonna go into the Urban Shade Handle division or entities, aka the Pressure, because that's a game in Roblox. These are entities from the hit Roblox game. But wait, hold on. Give me a second. These are entities from the hit Roblox game The Pressure. Note, some of their stories can cause... And we're going to continue. Sebastian Solus, aka Z13. Z13. Sebastian Solus is a very mysterious and very strong entity, and very powerful anomaly. His origins are shrouded in mystery, but here's what happened. He was once a human and was considered a criminal of the lowest of the low, considering he murdered 8 people. It's pretty considerable that he would be a criminal. Nobody wanted to be with him. No girl, no living creature on this planet, no nothing. They wanted nothing to do with him, with Sebastian. But that all changed when he got accepted by the Urban Shade Handle Division, or aka moved there because he was in prison, but he got moved to the Urban Shade Handle Division later on. And that's when his life began to turn around. He was experimented on infusing DNA of an anglerfish, sea snake, shark, and other unrelated sea hagfish. After this horrible experimentation, he was moved to handle Black Site with all the other entities. He was furious, so he decided to kill the highest ranking member of the site, take his keycard, turn their defenses on the whole facility. This was Sebastian's chance to make a life for himself and finally be redeemed in his own special way. No longer a criminal and no longer a burden on society, and now a conformed person or creature. Z90, aka the Wall Dwellers. The Wall Dwellers are very weird creatures that live within the walls of the Handle Black Site, and Sebastian just hates them, so he shoots them down in cold blood, and the fun part is they're edible, so you can eat them with anything. You want potatoes, meat, vegetables, anything. And the choice is yours, really. You can eat them with anything, including Asian food. The Angler, aka Z283. The Angler is a very powerful monster who said in his file, and I quote, "One touch from any of the many Angler variants and you're dead instantly." So he has some kind of eternity presence or eternity something like that, eternity presence, or if an infantry presence that really kills you. Did we mention there are variants? Oops, sorry. His DNA was the same DNA used to create Sebastian Solus. Well, the original one, anyway. There are many variants of the Angler, or just 5 in total, including Z283 Pinky, Z283 Blitz, Z283 Frogger, and Z283 Chainsmoker. These are the different variants that go out of the Handle Black Site containment and can kill you in one touch, and most are anglerfish, and one is a blobfish. Now I'm saying this is not canon to a story because Sebastian Solus' story. I'm not saying it's canon to Sebastian Solus' story that Z283 was the DNA used to make Sebastian, but it could have been. You never know. They're changing everything in Pressure nowadays. Vultus Liminaria, aka Searchlights. The Searchlights are very massive and powerful creatures of the sea, acting as, well, searchlights, obviously, but also has hunting tools for people who can catch them. If they can catch them. but they are difficult to catch and can easily kill you or send you against the riptide of the sea and make you lost in the ocean. Searchlights will not look for you if you stay out of sight and out of mind. They will also try to eat your flesh with their side teeth, which are very sharp. Z 317, aka Infestation. Infestation is a very powerful shark that has the eyes of horror. No, I mean literally. If you look at this thing's eyes, you will become your flesh and bones will melt into a puddle of goo. Nothing left but the goo. This entity's DNA was also used to make Sebastian soulless. Now, I'm not saying Sebastian could easily have infestation powers, or the fact that this is canon to his story, but it could be. You never know. Before it was a freak show and can turn people into puddles. Urban Shade recommends that everyone look away from infestation at all times, no matter how much he calls to you. Don't look. No matter how tempting. Don't look. No matter how soothing. Don't look. SQ Squiddles. Squiddles are black squid-like entities. I got this image from a fandom from another fandom artist that likes pressure. Like entities that appear almost everywhere, anywhere, throughout the handle site. They each have a different expression on their face. They even have a different face on their head that they're attacking you and can get up all in your face. But try not to get fooled. They'll ink in your face, which makes everything appear dark at first, but then you realize it's just an illusion and you turn on your light. So this sentence right here, they'll ink in your face. They probably do that, but then that's probably like an illusion or something like that. So you'll just like turn on your flashlight and continue throughout the pressure. Pandemonium, aka Z 367. Pandemonium is the most dangerous and hostile entity that anyone could ever encounter in the Handle Blacksite. He is not only hostile, which is what I said before, but he can also kill you in one touch, just like Z283, the Angler. He's very powerful and very fast, so make sure that your stamina is up and you're fully charged up for this. Also, it is noted that Sebastian will not save you from this entity if he enters his little area, but he will give you his file. ZV06, aka Puddles of Void Mass. The Puddles of Void Mass is an entire entity that does not like to come into the light or show its face in general, so it hides in employee lockers of the Handle Blacksite to conceal itself entirely. Also, it's stated that it will teleport you to another locker if you are caught in its grasp, in a current locker in a distant location in the Blacksite. Also, they lay eggs. These are the eggs. Now, that one was a pretty good entity. A60, aka the Multi-Monster. The Multi-Monster is a very powerful entity that will instantly attack you and kill you. This is its counterpart from another game called Rooms by Nico Rocks 5555. The Multi-Monster is not so different from many of the other entities and is only driven by bloodshed for Urban Shade employees and is a force of destruction. Harbinger, Death's Angel. The Harbinger or Death's Angel was previously an admin only hostile monster in Pressure. Acting as a unique threat to Blacksite and Urban Shade, as it could only be summoned by an admin with high-level access. However, after the Sebastian Solis incident, the Harbinger can now spawn in any sector of the Blacksite. This entity is really interesting because this is one of who knows how many entities without a serial designation. Gaster. Now now do note that this is Gaster from this is this is a variant of Gaster from Undertale. This isn't the actual Gaster, but it's an Easter egg. Gaster is the man who speaks in hands, and he's also part of Urban Chain Handle the Black Site, apparently, because he is in it, and now he's stuck there with no way out. Maybe this is where his determination experiments led him. He will not attack anyone. He will not approach you he will not approach anyone unless it has something to do with science. His mouth is shut, and he ain't talking. Mr. Lope. Mr. Lope is a very interesting but also very dangerous entity, resembling a man but also very dark and shadowy. He is a threat inside the bounds of space-time and outside the bounds of space-time, and he acts as some kind of destructive entity that wants to destroy and kill everything. He also wants everyone in the Handle Black Site to suffer the same pain he went through. What did he go through? Nobody knows. Not even I know. J123-4. J-123-4, aka the Man from the Mindscape. The Man from the Mindscape is a very powerful entity, serving as an entity both inbound and outbound of the laws of physics, and mind itself. That's right, this guy can rewrite your mindscape and mind itself, but not only that, the laws of physics do not apply to this entity, so he can do whatever he wants, when he wants, so anything he can really imagine, can happen. Now this one right here, serving as an entity both outbound and outbounds the laws of physics and the rewrite your mind thing, probably just fandom and speculation. Z-799, aka the Painter. The Painter is a computerized computer AI within the Handle Black Site that went rogue a while ago, right after Sebastian did his uprising on the Black Site. He's very powerful, able to control any piece of technology in his midst and turn it against anyone. He keeps files on the Urban Shade Handle division, but for a price, either data or money. Z-17, the Divine. The Divine are plant-like entities that supply the Handle Black Site with oxygen. Because plants make and produce oxygen, and oxygen tanks at the site apparently don't work anymore, so these guys are our only source of oxygen. If you kill them, you're dead. And they also used to live in the Handle Black Site's greenhouse, because that's where all aquatic plant life has been living this whole time. And nobody has seen it but Mr. Shade himself, the CEO of Urban Shade. Supposedly, the Divine were once Urban Shade Handle prisoners, but due to a plant virus, they became plant monsters called the Divine. Even some of the workers were infected. Z-432-1, Imaginary Friend. Imaginary Friend can only be summoned with the Imaginary Friend remote, and once summoned, you have to play a game of hide and seek and go seek her with her in order to of her and take her out of the facility with her. Supposedly, the Imaginary Friend was once Mr. Shade's daughter, but due to one of the entity's breaches, she was killed. Now he transferred his essence into a remote and dubbed it the Imaginary Friend remote, but that's just minor tales from the staff and workers of Urban Shade. Now, these sentences right here, guys, could be just speculation, and they're just part of the fandom. Z-1223, aka my wife. That's a funny name. My wife. Now, this entity story is a bit dark. You see, after the death of Mr. Shade's wife, he made a tribute to her out of an entity, and that entity died in cold blood. Never got to live a full life, or did it. See, that entity still lives because even though its head is gone, its body still roams the facility. And most of all, it does not harm urban shade workers or prisoners. Now, I'm going to go over this in a future video because, again, I'm not done with this one. So look out for future videos. So that's it. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and ring the bell for more notifications. I will see you later. Peace!